What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. I hope everyone is healthy and well today. Welcome, all my new supporters. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, I bring to you one of them highly requested ones. Today, we'll be reacting to 6 British politeness rules Americans break every day. What could we possibly be doing wrong on a daily basis? Like, these videos be having me thinking we just be screwing up on a daily, huh? Original video link will be down below in the description. Shout out to Lost in the Pond. Yes, I remember the channel name by head, by heart, baby. This is one of them ones, and he always got a different scenery. Every video is a different background. I respect it. I respect it. It's never the same for real. Let me like the video already, man. Let's jump right into it.
All right, what are you looking at? That was an example of how not to be polite. And if you clicked on...
That was a fire edit.
All right, what are you looking at? That was an example of how not to be polite. And if you clicked on this video, you might imagine that I'm about to spend the next 10 minutes roasting American manners. But that's not true, because some of that time will be taken up with transitions. It's also just not true. In this video, I am going to take you through 6 British politeness rules Americans break all the time. But it doesn't mean we, I'm a US citizen, don't have our own rules. I'll be touching on those throughout, as well as letting you know something surprising that I've noticed about American politeness. That said, we Brits, I'm also a UK citizen, do have our own social etiquette. And it's always so surprising when others don't go along with it, because we are absolutely right about everything.
Bro, I can't stand politeness in the US. Politeness is like, instead of saying hi to a stranger, you want to have a full-on conversation with them. And we just in the store or something like that, you know? We supposed to be in and out. You want to have a full conversation about your life and your issues and everything. Like, I don't care. I don't care about you. You know what you going through. You know, like, everybody got their own issues. I'm saying hi. I did something to simply hold the door for you. You want to tell me all your life issues and stuff in a span of like 10 seconds. I mean, we just walking through the door. I don't know. I find that kind of odd, you know, in the United States. People being overly open and honest. I don't care. Save that for family or your best friend or something like that, you know, or go to the pub or something like that. I don't. You go out to go to the UK and try to have that small talk with somebody. They go shut you down right away. And that's why I respect everybody for always keeping it real. Nobody got time. Yeah, like, as you don't see me walking somewhere, you walking somewhere, you know? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Brits, I'm also a UK
citizen,
that. Do have
I don't want to be rude and walk away.
Etiquette. And it's always so surprising when others don't.
And y'all gotta read people too. Look at the direction their foot. I said point. I'm not cutting that out either. We all human. We make mistakes. Look at the direction their foot is pointing. If it's not pointing directly at you, they not interested, pal. They want to go. They're not interested, bro. People really gotta read body expressions and stuff, you know.
And go along with it, because we are absolutely right about everything. For example, I guarantee that you will act swiftly when I say the words. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, do that now.
Hey, subscribe to mine too, man. If you ain't subscribed already.
In the meantime, phatic communication. What's that? He wants to know what's phatic communication. Who's asking? Lawrence in the dining room. Sorry, what's your name? Smeagol. Great question. Phatic communication is a phrase used by linguists to mean small talk. And you might think, ooh, Lawrence, why don't you just call it small talk then? Why? Because I avoid small talk at all costs, which is why my friends are invisible.
That's crazy how I just brought this up. This is probably why I don't really have no friends. This is probably why my relationships can never really further when it comes to just people. I don't have time for that. And let's talk about something real. Other than your problems, you so self-censored. Let's talk about world events then. Let's talk about a topic that doesn't revolve around our lives then. Then maybe you may get my attention, because there's mad stuff going on that is it's terrifying, detrimental, other than your issues. Your issues ain't...
Talk then. Why? Because I avoid small talk at all costs, which is why my friends are invisible. And you might think, what in the shark's arse does small talk have to do with politeness? And to that I say, a lot. Most people would say the primary purpose of phatic communication is to Jodie foster a connection with other people, to build trust and to bond over how that rain was coming down real hard this morning. Yep.
That's exactly how I be. I can't show no amusement to
But
this.
for shy and introverted people, small talk is about as horrifying as it gets. For example, the first one-on-one conversation I had with my late father-in-law happened in the smallest, slowest elevator in London. And I'll tell you, I couldn't get out of there quickly enough. His crime? He said London traffic is something else, huh? Mortifying. And I think this is where...
Yeah, I knew. I've been through some awkward times like that with family and stuff. Like, you know, we cool and everything, and then it just goes dead silent, and they pull out their phone and it's the weather app. Weather been tripping lately, huh? You know, all right, you start talking about the weather, it's time to go. It's time to go.
He said London traffic is something else, huh? Mortifying. And I think this is where I've observed a major difference between British people and Americans. In my experience, British people are more reserved than Americans, and so are more likely to find the whole thing necessary but uncomfortable.
Frank, this is Harry.
Morning, Harry. Got any exciting plans for the weekend?
Oh, should I tell them I'm going to the match, or should I just say I don't have plans? I don't have matches.
Oh my gosh. I be doing the same thing sometimes. It depends who you speak to. They be like, if I give them detail, then they gonna keep going. Oh, so you gotta gatekeep?
It was nice meeting you.
And over here, this is Olivia.
Whereas Americans are more likely to not just tolerate small talk, but sometimes enjoy it. Hey, what do you think? That storm's looking real nasty, ain't it? My dad used to say, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. Right? How about the Cubbies, man? For the first time in as many days, here I am out in public. Still, in both Britain and America, nobody has done more harm to polite society than pedestrians. But Britain's walkers and joggers generally understand one thing: how to walk single file. Walking like this, with one person in front of the other, is considered courteous in Britain because it makes it easier for other pedestrians to pass you. And sure, we're not always perfect at it, especially after 4 rounds of vodka, but at least we try. In America, the only group of people that I ever see walking single file are preschoolers, and even then, they're all made to hold on to the same rope. Every now and then, I'll be walking down a street and a family of 6 will be coming in the opposite.
Wait a minute. Rope. That's actually pretty smart. And I'm sorry if I shook the camera, guys. I'm sorry. I was trying to readjust myself. I'm not going to mess that up again. I'm sorry for shaking the camera. That's why we're going to rewind a little bit, but a rope. I didn't see no. Oh, they do got a rope right there. I ain't see that rope. That's actually pretty smart. You know, they don't do that in the U.S. They make everybody hold each other's hands. Who said I want to hold your hand? What the? No. Oh, yeah. We got to. I'm looking at the little things we got to switch to. That's another issue. Put it on the list.
In America, the only group of people that I ever see walking single file are preschoolers, and even then, they're all made to hold on to the same rope. Every now and then, I'll be walking down a street and a family of 6 will be coming in the opposite direction. Instead of forming a single line, the family of 6 holds its shape, forcing me onto the grass and possibly into dog shit.
Everybody wants to stand side by side.
The age of 5 not give this courtesy to fellow pedestrians? Well, while it might be tempting to think that Americans only think about themselves, I'm not sure that is the chief reason. You see, part of why British pedestrians do this is because our streets and public footpaths tend to be quite narrow. In the US, you don't generally have that problem, so if you see a group of Americans walking single file on a large sidewalk, it could be a hostage situation, so call the right number. So on this issue, I am willing to give Americans a pass.
Man, these people be so lonely, like they don't want to be behind somebody for a split second. They all got to be side by side to be equal. Like, man, nobody care about that.
So long as there's room. And I'm not the only one using politeness tactics to appease Americans. For instance, did you see that Spirit Airlines was forced to apologize to the American public recently after its shutdown left thousands of passengers stranded? I was like, sounds like another Saturday morning at Spirit. But news coverage of the event was mixed. Left-leaning Boston Globe insisted Spirit Airlines shuts down as company says it can't keep up with higher oil prices. On the other hand, the right-leaning Entrepreneur reported Spirit Airlines shut down overnight, stranding thousands of passengers. And my favourite from the centre-aligned Tangled News, Spirit Airlines shuts down. Short and sweet.
And I thought they was getting some money too, because a lot of people was, you know, getting little gimmick flights, a little cheap from here to here and this and that. Oh, go to Spirit, you know? And then those type of airlines charge you for everything, basically. Like, I learned over the years that, I mean, I've always rode American Airlines. I think I took JetBlue one time, but I was a baby. But like, other than that, all the airlines are the same. The only gimmick is you're either paying for that round trip all in one online for American Airlines or for Spirit. Man, you gotta pay for the baggage. You gotta pay for this weight reduction. Man, it's everything. They're charging you for everything. They might charge you for the food on the plane. I don't have time for that, you know. So it's more convenient. But a lot of people think it's more of like a deal. I think maybe perhaps you could be spending less. Absolutely, yes. But it's about comfort as well. It's a lot of other things. How you're treated. Whoa, it's a lot. I wasn't expecting that to happen to Spirit. I'm actually glad he spoke about that. There was a few other airlines out there I thought was going, you know, disappear, go bye-bye, but I guess not. Spirit was
From the center-aligned Tangled news, Spirit Airlines shut down.
I thought they was getting money,
Short and
though.
Sweet. That said, it was easy for me to track down these opposing viewpoints thanks to today's sponsor, Ground's new
it got me.
Their company push to like the
W sponsor.
Get 40%.
W sponsor, they paying them bills.
I'll admit, as an immigrant to this country, I do sometimes wonder why Americans are the way they are. But after I started living among them and hearing their perspectives, I also came to see that some British politeness rules are actually quite weird. This is especially true when it comes to giving and receiving gifts. Many British people, and this used to include me, will not open presents in front of the gift giver because they are worried about what their face will reveal if the gift is something they don't like, such as a fidget spinner or the best of Maroon 5. My English grandmother, who died blissfully unaware of either thing, used to take matters a step further. Like many Brits who survived rationing, she always seemed embarrassed to receive any gift at all, frequently responding with, "Oh, you shouldn't have, ducky." But I found that this general discomfort around gift giving isn't nearly as prevalent in the United States, where people love to celebrate.
No.
Giver isn't going to worry about the receiver's response so much, because both parties understand that just like an American bathtub, it's not that deep. In fact, I feel like for some Americans, the excitement is about the wrapping more than what's inside. One of the major features of British social etiquette is the tendency of both men and women to show affection for their friends by calling them some of the worst things imaginable.
Donna, you big.
Not like you giant. I've just been out buying presents for Gemma's birthday.
When's that?
Yesterday, you And to Americans, this friendly name-calling can sometimes seem odd.
So wait a minute, you talk to your friends like they're your enemy?
And to that, I say no.
Wait a minute. Now, there's definitely... I see where he's going. Maybe some states use less harsher words, but I want to say in a few states, they got their own slang, I want to say. So, like, somebody might just call you the B word, you know? And you might be like, hold on, what you just call me? Even as like a grown man, like, but that's them being friendly, like, what's up? And they call you the B word. Like, there's like certain words I learned when it comes to different states, that's they slang. But I also learned you keep that slang in that state. It don't mean you could travel to another state and use that on somebody because they use a completely different slang. You call them that, it's straight up disrespectful. You know, that's how it is. It's real weird in the U.S. But people be calling each other some things, like crazy things. I'd be like, what the? What do you call your enemies? Or is it just action at that point? You ain't even saying words. Like I could if you saying this to your friend. What could you possibly say to your enemy that's worse and disrespectful? Man, I mean, you might as well, it might have disrespect.
Odd.
So wait a minute, you talk to your friends like they're your enemy?
And to that, I say no, because we'd never dare speak to our worst enemies.
Can't be super
like
nice
that.
to each other.
When it comes to communication, Americans like things to be unambiguous. So a positive social interaction with an exchange of insults would sort of be the opposite of that. That's why this Onion headline, area man unsure if he's male bonding or being bullied, is probably funnier to Americans because in Britain we don't think of these interactions as bullying unless my friend Honest Ian was lying to me. And
you gotta be sitting there not saying nothing back.
It's in the name. Ian. Like a lot of British people, he might occasionally take a few semantic detours before getting to the truth. For example, when trying to dissuade me from posting a certain image to the internet, he said something along the lines of,
I'm sorry, but I really think, and I know you know your audience better than anyone, but I really think you might consider possibly not posting that one taken during the Great Power Outage of 2020.
Notice how many words he used to soften his sentence. Sorry, but, I know you know, might consider possibly. I mean, who is this guy, a walking stereotype? Yes. Now, to be fair, that was him in a...
This is how people look at us when we so nice through emails and messages, bro. I'm about to start violating y'all. I'm telling you. Do I sound... Hey, my supporters, Do I sound super duper nice? Like, do I sound soft or something when I be DMing y'all back and like emailing you and everything? Like, just talking social media in the comments. Do I sound soft or something like that? Let me know, man. Yeah, like, do I come off as too nice? Because if this is how y'all view it, y'all behind the screen laughing at a brother, then I might as well get to violating. Okay, not violate, but come off a little stronger. I can't do all that nice stuff, though. So I don't think that's really me. I don't think anybody would be like, yeah, Strac. Because even I get annoyed with all that nice stuff. Like, you know you not nice like this 24/7, bro. You just acting like this with me right now. You about to go call your homegirl or your boy, and you about to talk all this crap on the phone and this and that, and you about to go here to the pub. You do this tonight with like stop trying to act like you're just a pure angel. Like people are not gonna, I think it's like a thing in America. They don't want you to misinterpret their message. This is why I feel emojis really saved humanity for real. For people that just don't know other words, like their vocabulary is not really expanded, so therefore they gotta get to using emojis. Like, you gotta be articulate when you're like texting and emailing people. I noticed that they go take it another way. I'm like, all right. You done sent the nicest message you possibly could have done. You done looked up Google. Is this nice? Is this okay to send? And they still took it as disrespect. Man, that happened so many times. I'll be getting pissed like, oh, I meant nothing but the nice. You're mad at me. Like, oh, yeah. Yeah, you see, that's why.
And I know you know your audience better than anyone, but I really think you might consider possibly not posting that one taken during the great power outage of 2020.
Notice how many words he used to soften his sentence. Sorry, but, I know you know, might consider possibly. I mean, who is this guy? A walking stereotype? Yes.
Now, to be fair, that was him in a good mood, so would his language have been so winding had I actually posted the picture? Hey, Ian, I did it, mate. I have no shame. It's from Ian. Well done. After she saw your smouldering expression, my wife just filed for divorce.
It was in that moment I remembered that British people are the absolute masters of another form of indirect speech, sarcasm.
Typically, British sarcasm is so subtle that Americans sometimes have a hard time seeing the funny side.
By the way, that's not the same thing as saying that Americans don't get sarcasm. In my experience, they do. It's just they have to let you know they're being sarcastic by brandishing a knowing look, a mock smile.
The point is, Americans are simply more comfortable using direct language. Instead of beating around the bush to spare your feelings, they would simply say, do not post that picture, or I might fall in love.
Oh man, I'm thinking of so many other ways. Yo, if all love, like that was so like, man, I'm thinking like maybe out there. I'm not from the UK though, so I don't know how you guys would really put that or really convey that message. Do not post that picture, or perhaps someone may catch an eye for you. I don't know. Maybe like fall in love. Yeah, like people be mad original in the US. It's so straightforward. Like, I love this video.
As a British person, I'm supposed to feel uncomfortable with the tag YouTube sensation, even if it is statistically true. In Britain, you're not supposed to get too big for your boots, which I suppose is quite hard to do given UK shoe sizes. In conversation with our peers, the perceived polite thing to do is to use self-deprecation to lightly play down our achievements. So instead of saying, yes, my subscriber count is higher than the population of North Dakota, I'm supposed to say, oh, it's nothing really, I don't know why people keep watching. I do. I suppose it's possible that had I lived out my whole life in Britain, you might never have heard me utter the word sensation in relation to myself. But Americans have taught me that while self-effacing humour can be funny, it's not always impolite to acknowledge how great we are.
No,
I can't do it. Anybody compliment the channel, Strac, you doing good or this? Thank you so much. In my mind, but there's people doing better. Who am I to be out here? Yeah, I'm doing it. There's somebody doing better. There's levels to this. He's just a little dog right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. But to somebody else, it's like, no, nah. I'm happy to be this way though. You tell somebody in the US about their achievements and the compliments. I know, man. Yeah. Oh, come on. I've been killing it. I've been doing my thing. I hate when people so self-centered get to talk about their achievements like that. How dare you big yourself up? Man, let the public do it. Man, it's like, I can't. I would never do that. I like to be humble and just blindsided to, I don't like to be unaware to my achievements and everything because I am very thankful and grateful. But like just overall life, I like to kind of turn with a blind eye, you know. You don't want that to make you. You don't want to become a different person because you getting to gain and level up and just be you. Just be you. A lot of people in the US be making they status and their materialistics them. Like without that, they ain't nothing. Man. At least I know I was me before the camera was here and before I was doing it. I've always been me this way. Yeah. What? I've always been like this, bro.
It's not always impolite to acknowledge how great we are.
Now, that's not to say that all Americans go around saying things like, no one knows more about content creation than me. A lot of people are saying I'm better than Vsauce.
Instead, Americans will celebrate their success by saying things like, I'm proud of the things I've achieved, or dreams really do come true. So yeah, in general, Americans don't use a lot of British politeness rules, and this makes sense. After all, British people are known for being...
There'd be people telling me about their success through other people, like if they're doing good in life, they'll be like, yeah, and such said, I've been seeing you doing good and, you know, grinding, doing your thing, this and that, and succeeding in it. Like, they be like, I don't even know if, like, that makes sense. I don't want to sound confusing, but I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. Like somebody will give them compliments about their career or stuff they're doing in life, and then that person will go run off and tell the whole world about what those people were saying and how they was praising them and on their hands and knees, worshiping them and the things of the success and everything. When it was just like the slightest compliment or like, you know, acknowledgement. Hey, I see what you've been doing. That's what's up. But they made it seem like they gave you a Grammy. Does that make sense? I can't stand that, bro. I can't stand that. I can't stand that. I can't stand that. I can't stand that.
A lot of British politeness rules, and this makes sense. After all, British people are known for being polite. But they're also known for moaning about rain, and yet several US states get more of it. Remember earlier when I said this? I'll be touching on those throughout, as well as letting you know something surprising that I've noticed about American politeness. And that surprising thing is this. Americans are arguably just as polite as British people. In fact, I've spoken to other British immigrants in America who've told me Americans might actually be more polite, given that they've mastered the art of smiling broadly, hugging...
They mastered the art of being fake, being snakes. Go ahead and say it. You don't gotta put it this way.
Americans might actually be more polite, given that they've mastered the art of smiling broadly, hugging affectionately, and affirming boisterously. And so that...
And they go right home and talk about you. Oh my gosh. They done mastered the art of showing fake love, basically. That's why I'd rather the people be honest with me and cruel. I go out to the UK, I love it. I'ma love it. Be straightforward with me. I love that. Make things less, you know, awkward and weird and
the art of smiling broadly, hugging affectionately, and affirming boisterously.
And so that was 6 British politeness rules that Americans break every day. And if you got all the way through this video and thought to yourself, hang on, he didn't mention the fact that Americans don't say sorry every 5 minutes like we do in Britain, that's because I made an entire video on the subject, and you'll watch that video next.
oh, okay. Yeah, we really don't. I mean, I say sorry a lot, even if it's my mistake. A lot of people don't really say sorry. I don't know what it is with the US. I feel like everything is so competitive and like I don't know how to put it. Like instead of just saying sorry, even if it was your fault or not your fault, instead you're gonna stare at the person and challenge them like it's a duel or something. A dirty looks or something that you waiting for them to say. It's like, wait, hold on real quick. How about we both just say sorry and we both happy? Why we gotta get all weird and stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff I be noticing with the U.S. And I be acting, I feel like I be like too nice from time to time. Except for the small talk. You would never catch me having small talk. I mess around and cut you off. All right, man, I gotta like fake look at my phone. I gotta go. And I'm out. Because we're not doing that. You're not gonna waste my time to hold me up because it was too many times I got caught in the small talk. 2 hours later, I was been supposed to do this and that and that and that. Now I just gotta go home. Like, I'm not doing that. Sometimes you gotta be rude. Sometimes you have to just be straightforward. You don't have to be rude, but oh man, the time I really gotta go. Would you look at that? Sometimes you gotta play it off as a joke. Please share your honest thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section on this video. Could you relate? Man, this was highly relatable. Shout out to Lost in the Pond. Original video link will be down below in the description. He be making the best of the best videos. Seriously, I love reacting to his videos. And it's always a new scenery. So next video, I want to see where's he gonna be. Where is he gonna be in the next video? By like a 10-star hotel with a skyline view and something. I don't know. Or maybe a underwater scene. I don't know. With him, you never know. He might be in a submarine next video. That's why I love checking out his videos for real. Plus, he got the humor. How many subscribers he got? Oh, it don't show it right here, but I know he got millions for real. He been doing his thing. Please feel free to follow the Twitch and Kick for the live streams in the description down below. And subscribe to all my other YouTube channels as well in the description. Somebody in the comments said people do Kick now for live streams. Yeah, like, you know, for IRLs, this and that, because the rules vary on Twitch and Kick. But I'm doing both, baby. I'm doing it all. We go do desktop streams on Twitch, but when it comes to Kick, we go do IRL streams. That's how I'm going to break it up, you know? That way we can have both. Stay safe. I love you all. Feel free to flood my comment section with some more videos to react to just like this one. And I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.